Right, evening. Bear with me for a sec. Just put these outside so I won't forget those. Oh, crap. Got kind of a, I think my hay fever is kicking a really sore watery eye on the left side. Been like it for 2 days. Well, hello, Angela, Nelly, Ian, Shrimp. I'm going to be doing it Tuesday. 100% Tuesday. Yeah, hang on. Nelly, Ian. My nerves is going to be all over the place on Tuesday, I'll tell you. It's going to be all over the fucking place. I was going to go tomorrow. I ordered some stuff off Amazon, hoping it'd be here for today, but no. It's Amazon. It's always screwing around. They say order by 10 o'clock and have it tomorrow, and you do your tracking, and suddenly it says delivery like fucking next day. Not tomorrow, but the following day. And I pay Prime Amazon membership, and half my stuff I've ever ordered on Amazon, it's always been like a day later. So instead of like it coming tomorrow, it comes like the next day. And I've ordered it, kind of like before the time expires. So like, let's say if I order a tent, right, which I'm going to have to do next month anyway, because my tent's all falling apart and I can't find the brackets for it. But let's say I order a tent. It says order within 3 hours, 45 minutes to get it tomorrow. I could order that tent and expecting it tomorrow, and I do the tracking, then it says arriving tomorrow. So what I'm saying is that if I order it 3 hours, let's say I order it on Sunday, right, being today, and I've ordered it within 3 hours before the dead time, for it to be here tomorrow, I expect it to be here tomorrow. But when I go on to check the tracking for the delivery, it says delivery tomorrow, being Tuesday before 10 p.m. So I think it sucks. I've ordered like a new backpack actually, a 60-litre one, because the one I've got is already filled up and I've still got stuff to put in it. I can't get the stuff in it. So instead of like having one backpack and carrying 2 lots of like stuff, because I said on my other channel, my bushcraft channel, I bought this insulation stuff from Home Base, which was £18. Good, round, bulky. It's not heavy, but it's heavy enough. Once you like start walking around with it for 10-15 minutes, it kind of gets all uncomfortable. You have to keep pointing down and resting. So it's like that high, but I'm not taking the whole lot. I'm going to cut it in half and put half in a black bin liner and just like swing it over my shoulder. But I've ordered a mat, sleeping mat as well, but that's not going to be until middle of the week. But I have got one. I was in the living room earlier, and I was sorting through, some of the junk. Got a couple of bin liners for rubbish. I've got that tomorrow, and I come across I've already got a black sleeping mat. Now I can't remember where I got that from. I don't know if I found it at a campsite, or if someone gave it to me, or if I found it out when I was dumpster diving. I can't remember where the hell I got it, but I found it in the living room, and I've put that in a bag for now. So I'll be taking that one with me. So I was hoping to go tomorrow bushcrafting, but because I've ordered this new backpack, 60-litre one, and that will help me to carry like me mat on the side of the backpack. And it's got like a little fold thing where I can shove the sleeping bag in. I will be going there Tuesday. Yeah. R.I.P. Leslie. Been gone now a month, I think, isn't she? Something like that, a month. So, yeah, Tuesday, I'll be getting up about 5 o'clock. I'll be going to my bushcraft. I'll be doing a hell of a lot of work over there. I've got to finish off the door that I've replaced. I've got to put some bolts on the inside so I can knock myself in. I've got to do some insulation fixtures. I've got to put a tarp around inside the shelter, and I'll be staying out overnight. I really need to confront my fear of being out in the dark alone in, it's not an open space, but it's like, wilderness, forest, woodlands. And yeah, I've been watching a few videos, and they say, like, the first time you do go out and you camp alone and you're in the wilderness, you're out in the forest, you are going to hear some really crazy noises. You're going to hear, if you're in a tent, then, like, if you've got a breeze, if the tent starts, like, shaking a little bit, sometimes that can make it appear as, like, you're hearing footsteps. But you can also hear footsteps from wild animals. You're going to hear the breeze, like, rustling as well, like that. So I've been watching a few videos yesterday, trying to prepare myself. I'm going to be well armed. Although I haven't got my machete until next week. Not this week coming, but the following week. I've ordered the machete so I can clear some of the brambles off and, get myself a bit of a pathway up and running again. So I've got some stuff ordered from a different website, not eBay or Amazon, but a complete actual bushcraft company. So I can't remember. I've ordered some fat wood from that company, a machete, and a dual knife set with fire starter. I don't really need the fire starter, but it's always handy having, to be honest. So they said that the stuff that I've ordered, especially the machete and the knives, are out of stock at the moment, but they should be in stock within 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to give it like about a week, and hopefully they'll be there. I paid a little bit extra on the postage. I could have got free postage, but I paid extra to get it a bit quicker. Problem is, when I put my address in, it duplicated the first line twice, so I had to email the company, and I've got an automated email saying, sorry, we're not able to read your email, but we will get back to you and let you know, we can sort the problem out if there's any problems. So I just told them, like, don't send it to the first address, send it to the second address, the correct address. And when that machete gets down here, I'll be going back up there and doing some more bushcrafting. Now, I know, you're saying, well, why are you talking about bushcraft here, or like, your paranormal channel? Well, the thing is, when I go there Tuesday, I'm not going to have the nerve to do any ghost hunting this particular time round, right? Because I need to prepare myself. I need to, like, learn the environment, try to understand all the weird, crazy noises, make sure there's no one walking around with a great big fucking axe ready to charge in and chop me up and, take me to their camp and, cook me. I will tell the landowner that I will be staying overnight, and if you can, like, just check on me the next day when it comes up. You might find me laying on the fucking, like, bench bed, dead from, like, either hypothermia or, like, died with fear or something, kind of thing. I will probably, like, let my sister know as well, and my daughter, let them know that I'm going now. I'll send them a screenshot of the map where I'll be actually, like, staying. So I don't want my family, like, getting a bit worried. My daughter weighs too much as it is. But I'll be reading chat in a minute. But yeah, I am going to be fucking nervous. When I'm over Clapham Common and I'm camping over there in a tent, I'm all right because you've got, other guys next to you, fishing guys, and they always like look out for each other. But when you go out on your own, anything can happen. Anything. You know, I could be attacked by one of the fucking ponies over there, thinking I'm their next meal. So I'm definitely going to hear footsteps of ponies walking around. You know, if I need to go to the bathroom during the night and I have to like go outside, I'm going to probably trip. You know, I could easily trip over and impale myself in a branch, kill myself. So I've figured out what to do with that one, which I will tell you in a minute. But I ain't going to like, you know, put some bolts on, which I've got already up there in the bushcraft. I'm going to put some bolts on the inside. I'm going to put like a big log branch kind of thing, and it's going to be lent against, like, know when you see those horror movies and, you know, someone's breaking in and you're trying to like protect yourself and you put a chair underneath the handle so they can't get in. Well, that's going to be something similar to that, but I'm just going to have a log kind of like stuck against the door. I might even try and figure a way of putting like one of those latches, you know, those great big latches where you put like two pieces of wood on one side and you've got like a large kind of like plank. You just put it down that way. So if anyone tries breaking in, they got to kick the door in really hard. But I'm going to be, you know, kind of like protected. I'm going to have plenty of flashlights there. I've got about 5 flashlights. Two or three of them are like these little square hanging things. I'm not going to take any candles. Because one thing, I don't have any candles actually. I think I've got 2. I did find one earlier, but I forgot where I put the damn thing. But I've got a head torch, got a couple of head torches. I've got some outside lights that, what they call, the ones that get charged up by the sunlight. Got a couple of those which I'm going to leave outside, and hopefully they'll charge up in the night time, and then probably bring them in, you know, like when I get ready to go to sleep. You know, I've been trying to keep an eye at what time it gets dark. It gets dark around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Then it starts getting light around about 5 o'clock in the morning. I've got a radio. It's not a ghost box radio, because I'm not going to do any ghost or anything there this time around. But, you know, I'll have the radio turned on so that can like drown out some of the outside noise. I'm not going to have it loud. Well, I could probably take a pair of headphones and just like listen to the radio with headphones on. But the thing is, with headphones, they really make my ears irritate and sweat. I think, like, you know, the fabric on certain headphones, you know, just like gives me that allergic reaction kind of thing. So I don't really like wearing headphones. Even when I do, you know, live streams and gaming, you see, I'd never wear headphones. Go away, fly. Actually, it's a baby moth. Go away. So I've got like 6 torches, like, you know, these little kind of like 2 little lantern ones, and I think 3 like head torches, and a couple of these like little ones you stick outside in the daytime so the sun can like charge them up. And once I get ready to go into the camp or into the shelter to spend the night, I can bring them in and they can act as like an extra little bit of light. I might have a campfire outside for a little while before I go to bed. You know, just to keep away some of the spooky creatures which are lurking outside. So I'll have a fire outside. Then if I to have a fire inside in one little fireplace, I'll probably like do that as well for a little while. I've got some food ready to take up. I've got some bacon. I've got some eggs. And I've got pork, which I've got to chop up tomorrow and marinate. So I can have some barbecue up there. I had egg and bacons earlier, actually. I think the eggs were getting a bit weird because, like, my freezer, or my fridge actually, has got one of those little temperature things on top, and you turn it to turn up the coldness, and I must have knocked it to number 5, and I normally have number 3. And when I cracked the eggs open, all the eggs looked a bit weird inside, but I still like, fried muffin at them. So unless like I go down with food poisoning the next day or two, I won't be going. But I'm definitely hoping to go Tuesday. I just hope my backpack turns up tomorrow. So otherwise, I won't be going Tuesday. It'll be Wednesday. The backpack I've got, as I say, is full up. I do need more space. As it is, I've got to take half that roll for insulation. Got 2 planks of wood I need to take up. I've got some other wood I need to take up as well. And I'm just going to like be cluttered with stuff. It's going to be very difficult. Luckily, it's only one bus ride, but it's still going to be difficult. Lugging everything around. I lost my harmonica. One I bought not long ago. I don't know where that is. So I just stole another cheap one on Amazon that may turn up tomorrow. So I'll get a bit bored later. I can just sit there and, practice playing a few tunes. What else is there? Water. I'm not worried about water because, I can get water up there anytime I want. I will make sure I've got plenty of water during the evening before I settle down. I'll go over to the horse stables. Well, I say they're like horse stables, pony stables. He's got a tap there. I always like go over and fill what water I need up. I've got one of those like jug, kind of like 5 litre, I think it is, 5 or 10 litre bottle already filled up over there, plus 2 like 2 litre pop bottles. I will need water to like do washing afterwards. Have like a little rinse down, in the morning to wake myself up. I've got hand soap, not hand soap, but like none of those pump soaps. I've always got one of those up there. Got first aid up there. I've even got first aid in my bag as well. I'll be taking my action cam with me, and I'll also have a night vision camcorder, and I've got 2 IR lights. Well, one is IR and one is full spectrum. The only thing is I can't find the actual hand brackets, so I ordered a couple of those off Amazon. They should be here tomorrow with my harmonica and with my rucksack, backpack. So that's why I can't go tomorrow, because I ain't got no way of actually connecting the IR or full spectrum to the camcorder, which I want to use during the night time. The only thing is I was going to use this other camcorder, but I've only got 1 battery for it, and you can only get the extra battery bloody China, and they wouldn't be here for like 3 or 4 weeks. So the night vision I've got 3 batteries which I've already charged up for it, but you've got to go into the menu and click on the actual night vision in the menu, then record. So if I like do a little bit of videoing in now, and then say, right, I'm going to go to sleep, catch you later, guys, and turn the camera off. If I get woken up during the night time and I get spooked out and I want to record it, I'm going to be half asleep trying to get into the menu, trying to find out where the night vision settings are to do a bloody recording of me, crapping myself. Now, talking about crapping myself, if I do need to go and I don't want to go outside, I have got a bucket up there. So I can always do a pee or a number 2 in the bucket and then just cover the bucket up with some dirt, because I've got like a bucket of dirt in there, which I use for like mud packing as well. I'll just throw some dirt over it so there ain't going to be no smell, and then I'll just get rid of it in the morning. But usually when I do go up there and I need to go for a number 2, I'm well away from the actual shelter, and I like squat in some bushes or something, so no one can see me. I think the only person or the only thing that's ever seen me was a pony just like walking past when I was like squatting down. Unless there's some spirits up there and they've been watching me go. But I need to do this. I need to confront one of my main fears, which is being alone in the dark. And I tell you, when I was there the other day, doing the roof, I think I was, a few weeks ago, not today, previous time. You know, I was doing the roof, I was trying to do a video, and it was bloody dark in there, and it's broad daylight outside, and I just had no light in there. So if I had hardly any light in there, trying to do the roof inside during the daytime, at like, well, I think it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, you know, just think what it's going to be like, you know, after 10 o'clock, it's going to probably be pitch fucking black. So that's why I've got plenty of torches with me and batteries. I'm not going to take candles, as I say, because I know I'll probably light a candle and I'll probably fall asleep and might knock it over and catch the whole thing in light, you know, kind of thing. So candles I'm not going to be using at the moment. What else is there? No, I'm kind of looking forward to it in one way, but I am fucking very nervous. You know, I've got to kind of like prepare myself. You know, so I've been watching a few videos and they say, like, you know, first time out in the wilderness is going to be fucking scary. But, you know, after you've been there the first time, the second time, you're going to know, and it's not going to be as bad. And as you go up there, time after time after time, you get so used to it, you know, the noise ain't even going to worry you. So, although I hope to go up there this Tuesday, I hope to go up there and spend another night, a couple of weeks' time, and do maybe a paranormal stream up there. Now, when I'm up there Tuesday, I'll be doing a video like I normally do during the daytime. I'll probably do another video partly during the night time, and then I'll be there, you know, half the day, 3/4 of the day on Wednesday before I come home, because I can't spend too long, you know, because of the cat. So, no, I can, you know, I could be up there 2 days and 2 nights if I wanted to, because I could just, you know, make sure the cat's got enough food for 48 hours, you know, kind of thing, but I ain't going to do that. So it's going to be like 24, probably about 30 to 36 hours, something like that. So video during the daytime, that might be in 1 or 2 parts. Then there'd be a video at night time. That'd be part 3, and then there'd be some video the next day, which would be part 4 or whatever, you know, kind of thing. I will try, I'm not promising, but I will try and do a live stream up there, depending on the internet, you know, if I've got any bandwidth up there, especially like a nighttime one. So yeah, you can see how fucking scared I am. You see me fucking like petrified. The only thing is, I've got to make sure I've got plenty of light in the shelter, because otherwise you ain't going to give it, Scott. You know, I'm going to have like my mobile phone turned on. I have tried doing the live stream the other night, actually, just to test one, and I put it on private. I tried having the torch on the phone turned on while I was doing a quick, you know, private live stream as a test run, and it didn't do it. It just would not give me no light in the background. So what I'm going to have to do, if I try to do a live stream, I'll have to have like the phone right near me and have some, like, you know, torches on or something, little flashlights on. And hopefully that might give a bit of a little view. Then you see how scared I am. Petrified and nervous. But anyway, let's see who's going on the chat. Yeah, I was making coffee. I've got to scroll all the way up. Yeah, I think he's staying overnight at his little shack. Oh, yes. I'll be staying overnight in my little shack. Of course I am. I should invite you, Angela. So I've got that installation because, you know, there are gaps there, and I've got to do some work on the cabin or my shack during the daytime, because I don't want like little peeky eyes, you know, peeking through the gap, scaring the shit out of me. So I've got quite a bit of work to do during the daytime. I'm going to try to put some tarps on the inside, just in case it rains. That's one plan I do want to do anyway. Put some tarps up to make it a little bit more warmer, especially above the bed bench. I've got to take everything out from inside the bed bench, and then I'm going to nail down a few more little planks of wood. Then I'm going to put some of that, a length of that insulation on top. Then I'm going to get a tarp and cover the tarp up over the top and nail that down. And all the stuff that I've taken out will just be set, just like on the floor for that night. Unless I've got time during the daytime, I want to do like another little kind of like storage, kind of like boxing. So then before I leave, I can put everything in there. So what I want is that I want the bed bench as a normal bed. I could still have it as a storage, but it means like I'd have to like have the bottom part all loose, so I have to keep lifting things up and putting it in there. And I don't want that happening. I don't really want to do that. I could always cut part of the middle, like the side front part out and make it like a fold up kind of like thing, but that's just too much work for me. What I want to do is I'm going to take everything out, put it to one side, put another insulation on, put the tarps on, put my bed map on, put my sleeping bag there. But I won't do all that until I've actually done the tarping around the sides of it and everything. And then, so yeah, what I'm going to do is do the tarp first on the roof and around the sides. Get rid of all the fucking spider web. I'll tell you, every time I go up there, there's so many spider webs up there. I've not seen the spiders. I know they're around somewhere, but I've actually cleared spider webs with really 100 little eggs. I've had to like get rid of them, throw them out on outside the shelter. I've not thrown them in the fire, so I don't really want to kill them. But I've seen one or two little spiders. So what I'm going to do is I've got cotton wool up there, and I'm going to put cotton wool in my ears before I go to sleep. I was sitting here last night, and I done this. I went, hang on, and I went like that kind of thing, covered my nose and my ears, and I had my mouth shut. I couldn't believe. I thought, well, no, if I do that, I'm going to suffocate myself. I will be dead in the morning. So I'm just going to put like cotton wool in my ears, to stop any bugs, earwigs. Or I've had an earwig in my ear once before, and it's not a nice thing. That was like 35 years ago, and I still remember it today. Never have an earwig in your ear, because I say if it gets into your ear, it can get up to your brain, start chewing your brain away, and it'll drive you fucking insane. It will drive you insane. Lucky enough, that time I was able to like just grab the pinchers, and pull it out before it went right up inside. So I'll do the tarping first, then I'll do all the walk around and fill the gaps up with the insulation. I've got to do some outside stuff as well, cover like try to fill some of the gaps and cracks and holes and stuff like that. Once I've done that insulation, then I'm going to do the tarp around the shelter inside. Then I'm going to do the bed, and then I want to make a little table as well. I've got a little plank of wood about that big, which I got from home base for £1. I've got 2 of them. I'm going to try and make a couple little tables. What else? I'm not going to rush it. If I don't get time to do it all, then I won't. I'm not going to worry about it. But especially the tables, I'm not too worried getting them done straight away. But I do want to try to get the cabin a little bit more kind of settled, and a bit more secure, especially secure, the door. I don't want someone like kicking a door in and running in and like stabbing me to death or something, kind of thing. Or, a pony walking and start slapping me around with its tongue or its like tail. might come in and sit on top of me. Don't I talk shit sometimes. But anyway, that's the plan. Right, so right, just scrolling down. Hello, Carl. So yeah, I'll be going there Tuesday. I was hoping to go tomorrow, actually. You know, I was gonna go to bed early tonight, but because I ordered that stuff and it said it won't be until Tuesday, Monday, tomorrow. I thought, fuck it, you know, I can't go, you know, because if it gets delivered, you know, I've never had no stuff stolen from, you know, like deliveries, but I don't want to take a chance because that backpack cost me. How much did that cost me? I think I can't remember. 40 quid. I think. 40 quid. Have a quick look. It's a 60-litre one. I wanted to get a different one actually, but couldn't really afford it. And if I could afford it, it wouldn't be here until like later in the week, like Thursday. It said between the 4th and the 6th. But so I decided to get this one. And you know, it ain't too bad because you can put quite a few bits on it. You can put stuff there. Got a walking stick. You can put a walking stick. You can put like a sleeping bag, probably down here. A tent there. Something on top as well there. So I ordered that today at $36.99. And I was looking at buying a camo one, an 80-litre one. But again, you know, it wasn't going to be like Saturday. And I just want to get out onto that bushcraft and, you know, confront my fear, you know, before I've decided, okay, I ain't going to do it. I'll wait till next year again. So many times I said, like, I want to go there and confront my fear. I want to go there and confront my fear. Too many times, you know. But yeah, like you say, Nelly, I do need to adjust to the environment. And the first time, as I said, I watched a lot of videos last night. You know, I've just done like camping in the wild for your first time, you know. And I watched one guy's video last night, and he was telling a ghost story about one of these previous campovers at some wild location he went to. And this is well up north near Manchester, I think he said. And he said he was, you know, he was just like settling in. He fell asleep, but he woke up because he needed to go to the bathroom. He got his shoes on, went outside the tent, and he grabbed his camera, and it's really, really misty. He said he could barely see his hand, you know, in front of him. But as he turned, he saw this like black shadow figure just standing there. I thought, well, how can he see a fucking black shadow figure if he can only barely see his hand? But he swears black and, you know, he swears on his wife's, you know, life that this figure was just standing there. And it, you know, it kind of like scared him quite a lot, you know, that he thought, well, if I turn, you know, what if he like runs up behind me if I turn around, you know, kind of thing. So he can't just back into his like tent and closed the old zipper. And then he said, I'll tell you one thing, I was so scared I threw the, like, you know, the sleeping bag over my head, and eventually I fell asleep. And I thought, well, that's a good, like, you know, scary nighttime story, telling people, you know, who wants to go out camping for the first time, a good scary story. Thank you very much. You know, I thought, well, you know, things can happen like that. You know, you might get some wild creature out there which, you know, no one has ever seen or known about, you know, prowling around your camp and trying to, you know, rip your tent to get in and, you know, make a meal out of you. You could have a crazy lunatic out there. You could have some really screwed up teenagers out there, you know, wants to come over and beat the shit out of you and rob you and steal your equipment. You just don't know what can happen out there. But luckily, you know, where I am, if anything does happen, you know, I'll just fucking run for it. I'll run across the field and I'll jump over the fence and I'll just stay where the pony shelters are until the morning. And, you know, at least I know that, you know, I can get my gear later, hoping that, you know, I don't get too scared and nothing really happens. I just got kind of like think positive, you know, just think positive that it's going to all be okay. Nothing, you know, scary or creepy is going to happen to me. No, it's going to be creepy as it is, you know, being out there on my own for the first night. But as you say, like, you know, you've got to get used to the environment. You've got to get used to the noise, the sounds. You know, I'm definitely going to hear footsteps. Definitely from the ponies. No, you're going to have probably rabbits, mice. You're going to have rats running around. There's pheasants that fly around. You have like woodpeckers up there sometimes. And I'm not too far, you know, at the back of me is like the public woodlands, and you know you're going to hear people talking and you know walking their dogs and stuff like that. So you know if I do hear someone talking, then I'm going to have to think, well, yeah, that's someone walking their dog or something. Unless it's like, you know, really bad up close and it's a disembodied voice or something, or someone's actually standing outside my camp, you know, trying to peek in and see what's going on. And yeah, you know. Downloaded for Littlewood, Steve in. You need help, it will give you a location with 100 yards to anyone who need it. Oh, right, okay. For Littlewood. I ain't got to pay for the fucking thing. No, I'm just hoping I've got like internet because I can do like a little live stream up there, and if anything does happen, all I could do is like ring 999 or 101. I think I've seen it on. I think I downloaded it, but the one I downloaded is more based in America. I'll have to check it again later. You know, like I'll just let the landowner, because I was going to say to the landowner when I see him, I say, any chance you can have your ponies in that field tonight? So I'm planning to stay over. And I don't want him like coming around, walking around, you know, and scaring the shit out of me, thinking it's humans walking around, you know. So I might ask him to put the ponies in the other field, so at least that way, you know, they're not going to bother me during the night time. They don't bother me during the daytime. Night time, you know, you don't know what ponies are like. I know they go to my shelter because there's so much crap around there, no pony crap. So I know they still go there. So I might ask the landowner, you know, Ron, I'll just say, look, you know, oh, you don't mind me asking, but is there any chance you can put your ponies in that field tonight? And then, you know, when I leave tomorrow, or before I leave tomorrow, and when you get it, you can put the ponies back in that field. He's going to be okay with it, because when I was doing milk detecting up there, he goes, if you need the ponies out, just let me know and I'll put them in another field. So when I went up there last year, I think it was, I wanted to do a certain field and I didn't want the ponies being like spooked and freaking out and coming up to me thinking I'm going to feed them and all that kind of crap. So I said to him, yeah, he's in charge of them in that field. And he said, yeah, no worries. So, you know, he's a great guy. I'll give him stuff. I've given him radio. I've gave him a wildlife cam. I bought his animals, his dogs, you know, biscuits and stuff like that. So, you know, I've always offered, you know, to help him out to do like chores around the place, but, you know, he never really bothers me, to be honest with you. I think what it was with the eggs, it's just like, you know, where the fridge turned up a bit too high and they was getting a bit more kind of cold, you know, near slightly icy. But as soon as I put them in the cup and put herbs in and stirred them, it was okay. Yeah, good old bucket. Yeah, well, once I get used to it, I probably will start there a bit more often, you know, kind of thing. But I need to make sure that, you know, it's all, you know, the shelter's all kind of like secure. And I want to get some that, although I've got like this like loft insulation, I'm going to use to, you know, fill the gaps up and, you know, put down on the bedding kind of thing. I want to get some that kind of like fireproof insulation as well for inside. So, like, if there is a, you know, if I do accidentally, like, knock fire, it's not going to burn it down. Don't know, not seen him, not heard him. He's not in contact with me on Facebook either. Got to scroll back up, so I bloody missed some of it. You know, the shelter's not too far from the main road anyway. I don't know what the road's called, but I know one of the other roads. So I can just say, well, you know, you come up to this road and turn right and go down to the bottom, you know, down the bottom of this other road. You know, you're going to see a gate that leads into the woodland. You know, past the ponies shelter, and in the woodlands at the back of there. If anything happens, so I was watching quite a few videos last night. People like camping over on the moors and, you know, in different woodlands and. So what I want to do later, I won't use the big backpack that I've got coming tomorrow. But I want to start up on my nature walks again. I've got one of those like little kind of cooking Bunsen burner things, which use like one of those tins of like propane gas. And what I want to do is just like stick that in my backpack with some water, a saucepan, a cup, some coffee, maybe a bush knife with me, and then just, you know, take a walk around what countryside we have got around here, and it's just like, you know, on Mitcham or Streatham Common or whatever. You know, there are other places I can go to, you know, further afield on bus transport. So yeah. No, I actually want to go to the coast one day. I've only ever been to the coast once since I've been living here, and my shoes fell apart, and I had to wait till the morning to get new. No, actually, I think it was the same day because I was walking along the beach, you know, miles and miles and miles, and I got real bad blisters, and my trainers were falling apart. And I was lucky enough to get to a store which sold shoes, and, you know, I bought a new pair of shoes and threw the old ones away in like the litter bin. And you know, I stayed there overnight on the coast. I can't remember if it was Hastings. I think it was Hastings. I can't remember. I think I did a video on it. I can't remember, to be honest. But I was on the actual where the shoreline was. You know, it's near Hastings Castle. Yeah, because behind me, Hastings Castle was up on the hill, and I was down on the front near the road where, you know, the amusement parks were and everything like that. And I was trying to sleep on a bench, because I was trying to sleep on the actual the beach, but it's too stony, and I didn't have no sleeping bags or anything like that with me. I was just had like my coat, and that was it. And I ended up going to this bench, and just in front of me there's this building, and the shut kept like opening and shutting, like slamming around in the wind. I was just about to kind of doze off, and this couple walked up, and they went to sit down, and they didn't realise I was sitting there or laying there. Oh, fucking hell, you scared the shit out of us. I went, oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get some sleep. I said, if you want, I can, let you sit down, you want to sit down, or I can move on. Just go, no, it's all right, we're just carrying you do what you want to do. But I remember I couldn't get sleep because the bloody thing in front flapping around the wind. So I ended up walking along the beach for the whole night. And I thought, I wanted to stay there, the next day as well, but so bloody tired, so I didn't sleep. So I got the first train home. I do want to go down there again sometime. Go down Hastings and just like chill out for a day. Probably spend a night. This time I might get B&B. Don't know yet. Or try to find somewhere where I can, stick a tent up or something. Because I'm going to have to get another tent anyway at some time. The one I've got, I can't even find the rods for them. And so I will try to do a bit of a live stream on this channel on Tuesday night. It'll be after like 9 o'clock, between 9:30. 9:30 I'll probably try to do a stream or start the stream so you can see, how nervous I am. Wait until it starts getting pitch black before I start turning all the lights on. Then you can see, if I'm like shitting my pants or something like that. Say, no, fuck this, I'm going home, I'm going home, fuck it. I'm packing up, I'm going home, I'm going to get the last bus. Because I think the last bus there is like 11:30. So I do get really scared, and I don't want to be there. I'll just like leave everything there, quickly lock up. All I'll have is my torch, and I'll go across and jump over the fences and head home. But I don't want to do that. I've really got to try to confront my fear. I've really got to try to do something. Well, I've been playing up today as well. Rash coming up. I have actually got a flooring, pallet flooring. Well, I say pallet. It's an old part of a wooden fence which I've got in there, and it's been in there since I've actually, once I actually completely built it. I asked everyone. I said, "Is there any chance I can have one of those fencing so I can use it as floor?" And he goes, "Yeah, knock yourself out." Well, I tried looking for pallets, and there ain't no pallets around. I was even trying to keep an eye out for anyone who might be doing something like house renovating, throwing the door out, especially like a wardrobe. If they was going to throw a wardrobe door or own a complete wardrobe, I'd like ask for the door because that would have been perfect for what I need. But what I was able to find the other day was these like floor panels on Tom's land, which is like the next property. And I started picking them up. And as I picked one up, there's a fucking massive great big ants nest there, which I disturbed. So I threw that back down. I picked some of the other ones up, and I started using that to make the door. But when I actually finished, when I was packing up to come home and put the padlock on, you can see that there's a gap about that much, and you can look in. So what I've done, I've got one of those like little parts for those like little stick fencing that I used on my previous door. I took a part of that off, and know, the old door's just laying there on the floor at the moment, probably soaking wet. But I took a part of that off, and I just like put that inside and have it hanging down. But I think you can still just barely see inside. And then I put like a couple of like branches, long branches, beside the door, because there's also a gap between the wall and the actual door frame itself. So that's why I've got to fix that as well. What I'll probably do is I'll try to put some like branches in there, tie them down, and then stick some of that insulation. But I want to try to probably tarp it all out, maybe inside as well, like at some later date, maybe. Don't know yet. It's cost me so much money, this fucking camping, I tell you. Like on my channel yesterday, I think I paid over £400 so far just to make a fucking shelter. No, with all the tools, nails, screws, hammers, saws, knives, axes, shovels, spades. Fucking hell, man. You know, it ain't cheap when you go out. A private tomcat. So, yeah. Catch you later and they'll leave you there. Oh, yeah. Someone done a donation the other day. Thank you very much for that. I think it's LSS. It's done a $4.99 donation. I was saying, like, you know, I've spent out so much stuff over the last few weeks again. You know, one main thing I need is a fucking new toaster. Now, I still got my old one, which barely works, but I still need a new toaster. And she done a $4.99 towards the toaster. But I won't get it until the end of the month anyway. Well, I won't even get it until I've reached my goal on fucking, you know, the analytics. So that might not go through for another couple of months. Lived in the valley with waterfall and pond with reed bed, a tiny track into the camp would not see unless you fell into the valley. You know what I would like to do? I know I said about I want to like do a garden, but I can't because the ponies probably come along and chew everything up. So with the mice and rats and everything like that. Maybe the deer, there is some deer over there sometimes because I've actually caught it on my wildlife cam. You know, you got pheasants as well and all that kind of crap. If I was to do a little garden, I'll have to put it on top of my shelter, do like a rooftop garden. But, you know, I've got all the seeds and stuff, you know, like carrots, cabbage, lettuce, tomato, and some other kind of seeds which I can use. Manure, I can always use the bloody ponies crap for manure. So, you know, I could probably do a garden. But I was also thinking like making a little fish pond or something, you know, that'd be kind of cool, making a little fish pond. But how would I get the fish? Where would I get the fish from? Right, no pet stores around where, anywhere around where the landowner is. So that'd be a bit of a problem getting fish. So, you know, ideas I, you know, want to do is from ideas from like, you know, these rainforest primitive things, you know, but mine's just going to be a basic, you know, cabin in the woods with a little storage thing. Well, it's got a storage thing for the firewood, but I want to rebuild that at some stage as well, so it keeps more dry. I was thinking about like building another storage kind of like shelter outside as well to put all the equipment in, like your my axe, my saw and stuff like that, but I thought, no, what I'll do is I'll make that inside the shelter. And then at least I know everything's inside and I'm not kind of like missing things and misplacing stuff. At least I know where it all is. So on the bed bench, you know, I've got like a great big bag and it's filled with like nails, screws. I think my hammer's in there. I've got like firelight and stuff like what's it called? Petroleum jelly, jar of petroleum jelly, which does, you know, act as a good fire fuel with cotton buds, cotton wool balls. I've got toiletries in there. I just bought myself from Poundland another plate, metal plate, another metal cup, another frying pan, and a few other bits and pieces. I like to have like duplicates up there because sometimes when the landowner comes over and says hello, if I'm making a cup of tea or something to eat, I offer it to him as well. He's only drunk coffee over there. He's never had anything to eat yet. So sometimes I take food with me and I can't be bothered to cook it sometimes. It's not when I was there in the beginning and I was spending the whole day up there and I knew that I'd have to have food and drink. I was cooking barbecue and bacon and stuff like that. Really enjoyed them days. So I hope to be doing that as well before the end of the year as well. When I got there Tuesday, I'm going to take egg and bacon, and I've got pork belly, which I'm going to be chopping up and marinating and taking up and barbecuing that. Probably had that Tuesday during the daytime, the barbecue. And then Wednesday in the morning, fry up the old bacon and eggs. I've got these two, I've got a tin and a jar of frankfurts as well. So I'll still get any more hungry, I can cook those up. Stick the old barbecue sticks in them and just stick them on the old open fire. The only thing I ain't got is no marshmallows. Can't find my marshmallows anywhere at the moment, but still. Put your socks over the feet part of your jeans. Yeah, I sometimes do that. I'm actually going to take an extra pair of socks with me, to be honest with you, because when I used to do camping over at Clapham Common, I can't remember, I think it's early in the year, winter time and that, I sometimes never got to sleep because I was so freaking cold. Sometimes I had to get up and, walk around just to warm myself up because laying down in the tent, I was like a fucking icy cube, freezing. So I'm definitely taking an extra pair of socks with me. And an extra pair of underwear just in case I do shit myself. Which I very much doubt I will, but you never know. I saw a video yesterday where a guy said that he actually did shit himself because something banged against his fucking shelter one day, and it's what was it? Some just normal animal, was roaming around, and he's trying to get in, and the guy's too scared to go out to find out what it was, and he capped himself. So he always takes extra shorts and socks and stuff with him now. So yeah. I like to go to Wales actually, but I can't understand the Welsh language. The fucking names you have, in Wales for roads. A road name has fucking 30 letters to the damn road, or whatever the fucking hell it's called, some Welsh fucking name. Nah. Hello, hang on, who's just came on? Hang on a minute. I'm trying to find out. Thank you for that, Dave. Appreciate that, bruv. Everyone's wondering where you were. I said I don't know because I've not been able to get in touch with you. Mind you, I've not been on Facebook. So Dave's here. So you can ask Dave what's wrong with him, if there's anything wrong with him. Maybe he's just got fed up with YouTube. I've seen a few people getting a bit pissed off with YouTube lately. Hello, Rose. I bet you still haven't sorted that shit out for me yet, those electronics, have you? No, not Rose. It'll be another year before she even gets her finger out of a plum. and like, you know, start sorting stuff out. But thank you for that, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah, Hastings Beach is just stones. You know, you couldn't go down there with a metal detector. You know, if you do, it's going to be fucking hard work. I want to go to a beach where it's nice and sandy, and you'll have to like metal detect down there. You know, you know, if I can get through Tuesday night without, you know, shitting myself, getting freaked out, wanting to come home at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, which would be impossible anyway, because, to say, I think the last bus runs at 11:30. And if I do freak out, you know, I'll just run over to Ronald's, you know, where his ponies are, and I'll just dive in one there, one of the empty, well, not empty, but one of the shelters over there, and, you know, like huggle up in there with like a sleeping bag or something, yeah. But if I can get, you know, through Tuesday night, and I'll go out there a couple more times and spend a couple more nights over there, then I'm thinking of doing some wild camping during the night time at different locations, like, you know, Mitcham Common. So, you know, like do an A-frame shelter over there or something, yeah. Wimbledon Common, Putney Common, Stratton Common, you know, go out a little bit further. You know, I know where I am is quite far anyway. If I'll tell you right, if I went there and suddenly the buses went on strike, I had no money getting home with a taxi. To walk from there to here would take me about 5 hours. Seriously, it would, because it's like miles and miles and miles and miles. Although it's only one bus, it still takes that bus an hour and 15 minutes to get there. So that's like on the bus. Just think how much longer it takes to get there and back walking. So that's why if I can get through Tuesday and a couple of other nights, then I might start considering about doing some like wild camping in like local areas, and maybe there's a place over at Herne Hill, which has got woodlands up there, and that's supposed to be fucking really, you know, like haunted with the apparent apparition of Dick Turpin, the highwayman that's been seen up there apparently. You know, it's not a big woodland, but, you know, it's a fair size. Thinking about going up there and camping up there one night, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some like nature walks during the daytime, and doing some like, I've been watching a lot of stealth camping as well. And what stealth camping is like you camp somewhere where, you know, you can't be seen by the public. You know, if you go and camp on someone's farm, you know, and you don't ask permission, you've got to camp somewhere that the farmer can't even see you. You know, there are rules and regulations for camping out in the wilderness. You know, some, like, you know, forestries won't allow you to camp. But stealth camping, you got like track and no trace. You track, you find somewhere, you camp up overnight, and when you leave it as it was when you got there. So you've not left anything there, and it's like, you know, it doesn't even look like you've ever been there. So I might try to do some of that as well next year. But we'll see how it goes. So hello, Mulberry Bush. So I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos over the last few nights about camping and, you know, bushcrafting and stuff like that. Just woke up, had 3 cups of tea. It's not light. It's getting dark here. It's like 8:45. and the sun's going down. So I think the time is getting darker earlier now. So I think it'll be dark around about 9:30. So that's why I want to get out, while we got a slightly little bit more longer daylight. All right, catch you later, Rose. See you later. I use an old truck side trap and pallets, no cost. An old propane big bottle, cut to make an oven, and bean cans stuck together as a chimney. Actually, I watched a video last night. Hobo done something like that. A homeless person used to like live out in the wilderness, and he got propane and he cut it open and used that as like a stove kind of thing. How he cut a hole, to make the chimney bit, God knows. Unless he was lucky enough to get someone to do it for him. I actually watched a movie last night about a father and daughter who lived out in the wilderness, and they got caught by the American authorities, and they was taken away. They weren't allowed to go back into the forest, but they was put into like a proper living accommodation. They didn't like it, so they'd like just left and hitchhiked to another location up north in America. And at the end of the movie, the daughter wanted to stay where she was, but her dad didn't want to be where he wanted to carry on, so they separated. Good movie. I don't think it was based on a true story, but it was a good movie. Rose watched your Chris Watts video. I don't think I got Chris Watts video, unless you mean someone else. Yeah, the Welsh names. I can hell, like I wouldn't even be able to pronounce a Welsh name. Bourne Beach, it's Wales. Too far, Wales. Could go to Bournemouth or Laysdown. Used to go Laysdown so many times when I was a young lad with my mum and dad, with my sisters. Always used to like hire out a caravan. I think we went there every year for a few years. Yeah, that's stealth camping, isn't it? That's why I use camo clothes as well, because like that helps you to be camouflaged in the undergrowth, the woodlands. If you like with the camo clothes, if you're near a pathway and you don't want to see, get seen, because you're just like checking the area out, and someone's walking along like a main pathway, and you don't want to be seen. You just like crouch down and don't move, and your camo clothes like makes it look like you're part of the the trees and the bush and stuff like that. Many times when I've been up on my bushcraft, I've always worn my camo, and I was at the back doing the back wall, redoing the back wall, and I could hear people walking past on the main pathway, because at that time there weren't that many like leaves on the trees to help the camo, where my cabin is or my shelter. I keep saying cabin, shelter, whatever. And while people are walking along the pathway with the dog, they can actually look down and see the back of my shelter. That's probably why I've got some fucking like young kids walking around there some of the times. And I only know that because I've got my wildlife camera up there, and I saw them on there. But they've not done no damage. They just can't be nosy, trying to like peek in I think they did try to, like, you know, push the door, and they saw the padlock there, so they couldn't get in. They just, like, stood there for about 2 or 3 minutes and buggered off. But where the footpath is on the public woodlands, which is, like, you know, say like 100 meters away, when you know, during the year where you got hardly any, like, growth on the trees, you know, all the leaves are falling down, you know, spring, I think it's autumn, autumn time. You know, I was lucky that, you know, there were still, like, leaves on some of the trees, and I just stood there, you know, and, like, I had my cap on, and I kind of just kept, you know, like, kneeled down. They didn't see me, and there's, like, a lot of people walking around with the dogs. Even the dogs didn't come over, which was surprising. Let me see if I can think what that film was. I think it was on it was on Fast 32. It's a good film if you haven't seen it. What was it called? Oh, if I can find it when you want to find it now. I think I found it under the search for survival. Let me try survival again. I can't fucking find it now. But it's about a father and daughter. It was camping out in the woodlands in New York. I can't find it on here now. So it's on 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I think it might be on Amazon. I don't know how I can find out what I watched on Prime. How do I find out what I watched on Prime? Oh, watch list. No, but don't show you on there. Oh, it's not showing what I watched yesterday. Oh, that's because they are the paid ones. Let me put surviving. I can't remember what it's called. But so it was about a father and daughter. It was an ex-Vietnam military, and when he went to get his medication, he never took the medication. He sold it to other people, so he could use the money to survive on, like, food and water and, supplies. Well, I did, like, a list search on surviving on this Fast 32 website last night, and I'm getting more bloody results on it than I did last night now. Underwater camping. I can't remember what it is. Like, I see here all the way through the night trying to find out what the fucking movie was called. It was a good movie. If I find it again, I'll let you know. Right, so let's go back up. Hello, Tammy. Ooh, a new beach. I'll be sitting up there with a pair of binoculars on the fucking high ground about 2 miles away, with the old binoculars going. Ooh. But I keep getting pop-ups on fucking YouTube. Should they make this telescope illegal? And, like, you put it on your phone and you can zoom in like fucking 5 miles, and it looks like whoever you're looking at or whatever you're looking at is right next to you. It's like about £40-50. Oh, that's a nice little bit of equipment, but something I won't be able to pay for because I spent all my money on fucking bushcrafting and camping stuff again. See, the thing is, like, with wild camping, if you're out near a stream, you just don't know about that water. So, I would need to get myself one of those water bottles with the filter in. I know you can get those like filterization things you can put on a normal bottle, or you can get like that stuff you put in like a tablet kind of thing that you filter the water through when you're drinking it. But I wouldn't drink straight out of a stream. Not like you can in certain countries. Like, I know a lot of the old Americans drink straight from like rivers and streams and creeks and stuff like that. But you think, America's got so much woodland out there, so many creeks and rivers and lakes, you ain't got animals shitting everywhere, have you? Not like here in the UK. It's more cleaner out there. When I was watching that movie last night, I thought, if I could, I didn't have so much fucking shit here in its place, and I didn't give a damn about anyone, and I had no one, to look after, if I had no family whatsoever, I'd be out there. I was just thinking, like, the people who do go out there and ain't got nothing to worry about, apart from, being on their own, surviving in the wild. There's people who've been out there for years and years and years, they've lived off, the land, they've cultivated, they've planted their own fruit and veg and built their own shelters, and some people just like, constantly, move from one camp to another camp. They don't really like build a proper shelter. They build like A-frames or, sleep under like a tarp or something. No, if I was a lot younger, I would have started. I would have loved to have done that. But of course, she's been. I bet Tammy's been there a few times. Looking at the old man's plug, the old man's todgers. Oh, he's got a big todger. Oh, he's got a small little winkle. Ugly things. Hey, hang on. How do you know that ugly things? I was going to say something, but I won't because it's a bit sexist, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Oh, Bournemouth. That might be a good idea to go like wild camping. Actually, there is a camping site not far from my bushcraft, actually. How I would get there, I'd probably have to like cross like private property, farmlands and stuff like that, unless I found like little kind of country roads I can go to. But there's a camping site probably about 5 miles away from where my shelter is. So I was thinking about trying to find the exact directions on how to get there and ring them up and asking them how much it is to camp out overnight or, the weekend or something, There's one film, a true story of a guy who left the city and moved to Yellowstone Forest. Do you know what that movie is? I wouldn't mind watching that, actually. So that's what I wouldn't mind doing, if I could like go out on a nature walk or something like that, I'll take food with me, so I can cook something to eat. And if I'm only out for the day and coming back the same day, coming back home in the evening, if I could walk somewhere, along a nice little river and see freshwater mussels or something like that, pull some of them up, stick them in the pan, boil them up, and eat them. Why is it saying that on here? When you type a message, it says 8:53. When on my DVR it says 9:05. And then on my PC it says nearly 9 o'clock. I think my DVR always keeps losing time anyway. The guy who went native. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it on Amazon or somewhere. Or find video. A plane crash. Oh, what the hell's going on here? And only 2 people survived. I think it might be in Alaska or somewhere. A man and woman survived from a plane crash, and they got rescued after so many weeks or months or whatever. Right, copy, paste, right. I'm not getting nothing on Amazon. All I'm getting is Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson. nothing on Fast 32. Check Netflix.
Mary, come to practice.
Right, on Netflix. So what I sometimes do, I put watch in the movie name. Right online. Not even getting that on Google search. Moment of answers. No, not finding it anywhere. No, can't find it. It was on YouTube Docs. Right, let's do YouTube then. Video of teenagers and Native Americans. No, not even finding it on YouTube. So I do like watching that kind of stuff, you know, where people go out in real life and like they live off the wilderness, whether it be in a movie or documentary. All right, cheers, Carl. Because it gives you the you know, the understanding and I suppose sometimes the knowledge of how they deal with like a day-to-day life, being out in the wild, you know, living off what they can hunt and find. There's one where it doesn't say, it says National Geographic. He spent 40 years alone in the woods, and now scientists love him. Short film showcase. but it doesn't give you a title with the documentary. Oh, I've got a fucking headache coming on. I'm going to have to go soon. I hate these headaches. But yeah, Tuesday night, if I do have the balls to stay out overnight, then I'll try to do a stream just before it starts getting dark. That's how I'll get internet access over there. And if I do enough, do a little stream, because it'll only be like half hour or so before I start, getting a bit tired and decide to go to sleep. If I do get asleep and I get suddenly woken up and I'll get really cracked out, then I'll try to do another stream as well. Yeah, I hope to do fishing again starting next year again. I ain't gonna do it this year because fishing license over here starts in March. It's now April, May, June, July, August. So I've lost 5 months already. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So you're talking another 8 months. Unless I might see if I can get like a 6 month. I don't know. They do 6 months actually? But I know the fishing license gone. I think it's like £35 now. So let me see. TV license. Not TV. Fishing license. I don't think you can get a 6 month fishing license. No, you can get a 1 day for £6, 8 day for £12, or 12 month is £30. They don't do a 6 month one. Unless I was going out, every day camping as well. Then it's not really worth it. No, I didn't fish last year, so I couldn't afford it, and I didn't fish this year. I couldn't be bothered. It's like it wasn't so much I couldn't afford it. I could probably afford the license, but then if I want to go Clapham Common, it's going to cost me another £35 for the permit for the year to go out and fish up there. And then if I do the River Wandle, there are stretches of the River Wandle I can fish free, but then there's other parts you've got to have a permit for. And trying to get a permit from them buggers is like, trying to get gold from a decaying tooth, kind of thing. It's so impossible trying to get the permits, and I think they're limited to so many permits as well. And I think they're going to limit the ones up at Clapham as well soon. But because I know the guy who looks after the commons, I can always ring him and say, look, I want a permit, I'll pay for it, give me my card number, can you send it? Because I do a lot of magnet fishing up there, so I'll probably be doing some more magnet fishing as well. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing some more of this year, doing some more magnet fishing. I don't know if I can get hold of Alan and see if he wants to do some magnet fishing or metal detecting. Well, I ain't spoken to him for over a year. Because of the lockdowns put everything on hold, we couldn't get out and do anything anyway. On Clapham Common, it's catch and release. You're not allowed to take them out. But, if you're down on River Wandle and you catch like a little rainbow trout or salmon, because there are trout over there and little salmon over there, as long as there's no one around, I suppose you could probably stick it in a frying pan and fry it up. But I'm more of the person who actually likes to catch and release. I've had people say to me, Well, you pay for a license, which is costing you X amount. Sure, you're allowed to, take out the fish and cook them. Well, there are some places you might be able to do it, like on, some fisheries. But no, in the UK, it's more of a catch and release, unless you're on, down on the coast, and you're fishing in the sea. And I don't have a sea fishing set up, to be honest with you. Mine's all freshwater kind of stuff. So if I was to go down the coast and threw the rod out and caught a fish from the sea, there's possibly I could probably cook it. But there are certain fish in the sea that you can't cook because they're poisons, aren't they? And I don't want to be eating fucking killing myself with food poisoning. I'd rather go down there and look for shellfish. Try to find lobster and crayfish and crabs and stuff like that. That'd be fun. I'd grab a few of those, do a bit of wild camping, stick them in the old pot, boil them up, then eat them. That'd be fun. Like the River Wanderers say, there are fish in there, but they're not that big. There is some big carp in there and bream. You're talking about between 10 and 15 pounds. But if I was to catch anything, that size, they'd put up a big fucking fight. I'll tell you that for one thing, yeah. But I doubt I'd want to eat them because, the water isn't that clear down here. It's not really that hygienic. River Wandle had a bad hit with pollution years and years ago. It took about 10 years, 15 years, for the fish to start coming back in. What I might do is I'll try to get hold of I said I need to buy myself another tent anyway, yeah, because my other tent, I don't know where the rods are. I know I've got another set of rods, but they're broken. They're split in half, so I can't use those. And you need the right rods for the right tent. So I'm thinking about buying one of these. It's a camo tent. It's £40.90. So I keep saying I want to buy a new DVR system, but I keep buying other fucking shit all the time. But this is what I'm thinking of buying, one of these ones. £40. I got that one as well, £33, but I like the camo one. So I'll probably get one of those ones next month when I get my money. And then I'll ask Alan if he wants to meet up and go camping. Go camping and do some magnet fishing. Maybe a little bit of metal detecting, maybe. Rainforest hermit. Right, hang on. Oh, that's the Australian one, isn't it? Yeah, I think I've seen it on. See that there's the rainforest hermit who stepped out of the wild Australian story 2 years. That was like 1.4 million. How the last true hermit survived almost 30 years living in the woods. That one's 11 minutes. Fucking hiker's getting really sore and watery. What's the other one? Yeah, I think I've seen that one where it's like 40 years. So, based on an Australian guy, innit? Oh, there's this one, The Man Living in Complete Isolation 40 Years, Part 1 of 4, Far Out. Fucking hell, it had 7.3 million views on that one. So this one is part 1 of 4 of the guy which we're talking about who lived for 40 years. There's a short video for 7.5 minutes called The Secret History of Hermits. Mick Dodge, The Legend of Mick Dodge. That's only 1 minute 55. Hang on, there's one called here, Forever Wild, full episode, I Live Free or Die. What's that one about? Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that one. About a group of people who go out into the wilderness. One of them, his daughter gets sick and he has to go to his neighbours and ask them to look after his daughter while he goes out to look for medication. So I know they're based on true life, stories and stuff like that, which I like watching. But I like watching, just people going out and spending a couple of days out, in the wilderness, either making an A-frame or, sticking up a tent or a top. And, I've got no experience or knowledge about, the food you can eat in the forest or woodlands. So that's why I would always take my own stuff out to cook. But it's interesting watching people going out in the woodlands saying, right, this fungus you can eat, these mushrooms you can eat, these weeds you can eat. I know you can eat like stinging nettles and make stinging nettle tea. You can make dandelion tea and stuff like that, which I like watching. But I wouldn't have to do it myself. So, no, my luck, I'll probably pick the wrong fucking plant, thinking it's like okay to eat or drink, and probably go and kill myself. I'll probably watch the 4-part one. I don't know if I can find a single one. Let's see if I can find the full part in a minute. No. 40 years though. Jesus. So really that's just like, the story of him like living there for 40 years. What's it like to isolate in a cave 45 years. I wouldn't live in a fucking cave for 45 years, no way. You know, I can only find the 4-part one, but I think I've seen that actually. Can't remember. But I just like watching, you know, YouTube videos of people going out and spending time, you know, out in the wilderness. Yeah. I know Bible are right pain in the ass to get hold of as well. You know, trying to bring them in. I've seen people trying to bring Barbara in and they're in a big fucking fight with them. Hello, Sophie. Thanks for jumping in. I'm actually going offline in a minute. So my eyes are getting a bit sore again. I have to rinse my eyeballs out. Fucking hay fever. I've been up Poundland to get, you know, bits and pieces of camping. And I keep forgetting, like, you know, bloody hay fever tablets. Oh, I think I've seen that one where we bought an old ghost town, didn't he? And he was going to start renovating all the buildings so, like, he could, like, rent them out, you know, make them into, like, livable cabins, livable cabins again, and rent them out to, like, you know, like, people just passing by, travelling. Seen one like that. Mind you, that was over a year ago when I watched that one. But yeah, he bought a ghost town. They had, like, a mining, he had like mines in there, and like, you know, he tried to find if there was any hidden gold and all that kind of stuff. But it was like, you know, he went around like finding what building would be worth renovating and rebuilding, and he didn't have that much money to spend. So what he was doing, if I'm correct, he was like salvaging wood from one building to use on another building. The same documentary. Oh, God, he likes still. So I've got all my bag packed up. As I say, I've not got it all packed up because I can't get some of the stuff in there. So, and that's my camo bag, which I like taking with me. So when my new backpack turns up tomorrow, I'm going to have to empty it all out and put it in, you know, arrange everything properly again. Put all the torches in one pocket. So I've got about 4 or 5 torches, headlamps, little flashlights and stuff like that. Put all them in one pocket with batteries. Put a camcorder and the action cam in one of the other pockets. Then I've got to sort out my saucepan, my cup, my plate, my frying pan. I bought another saw, just to be on the safe side. Got a new hatchet, new axe. All that will go in the back compartment. Actually, might go in the front because that axe is leaning against my back. Probably like might rub my back and make my back sore. We might do some damage to the backpack. I don't know. But yeah, I've got to sort all that backpack out again tomorrow. Plus tomorrow I've got to get the saw out of my bag and cut that insulation in half because I ain't taking the whole one up. I'm just taking half it up for now. And then I'll take the rest up next time I go up there. Whether it being if I just do a daytime or another night time as well, I don't know yet. Got to get this one over and done with first. Yeah, I'm still kind of like freaked out. You know, sometimes when I'm sitting here watching the movie or a documentary or just like someone's YouTube channel and the old Foxy starts screaming, sounds like, you know, a female being like murdered, don't it, sometimes? especially old the female foxes. I don't know if there is foxes up there. I suppose there are foxes up there during the night time. But sitting in your shelter one night, if I can hear someone screaming outside your cabin, thinking it's some woman being murdered, when it can just be a fucking foxen. Do you ever call a foxen? A female fox? I'll just call them foxens. But plus that you've got the ponies walking around as well. Then you'll probably have other creatures like deer, because on that wildlife cam a few months back, I actually caught some photos of wild deer outside my shelter. I knew, the landowner did tell me that there were deer there, but I'd never seen none. I said, I'll believe it when I see it, kind of thing. I'm not calling you a lie, but I believe it when I see it. Although I didn't see it with my own eyes, the wildlife cam actually caught 2 shots of the deer outside, especially at night time. So you're gonna have deer probably walking around. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. I know I don't like harming animals, because I feel that animals should live for as long as they can. But I've been watching a lot of documentaries where people do animal snares, especially these Asian rainforest YouTube videos, and they capture rats and rabbits and wild boar and stuff like that. I was just thinking, if there are rabbits up there, maybe I can snare one and cut it up and eat it myself, just to see and feel what it's like to catch a rabbit and cut up and clean it and gut it. So I've never done anything like that. I've never even gutted a fish, would you believe? I've never cleaned any meat whatsoever. So that'd be a new experience for myself. Over Mitcham Common, fucking hell, there's loads of rabbits over there. Hare, rabbit, whatever you want to call them. So that guy, Warwick, who we did the that haunted Aesop house, that Victorian house we did, which he owned. Me and Aaron done an investigation in here. I always used to see him over Mitcham Common, that guy Warwick, and he always snared rabbits. And once they were caught, he'd take them home and cook them. Now, one day I saw him over there, and he was carrying a dead rabbit around, and I said, "Where the hell did you get that?" He goes, "I snared it." I said, "What, you're catching rabbits over here?" He goes, "Yeah, there's plenty." And he told me some of the poles even go over there and set snares up to catch the rabbits. So, I want to learn how to make a snare and probably catch a rabbit. I'll be a bit, kind of freaked out if I had to kill the damn thing. But if it's got caught up in a snare and it strangled itself, then it won't be so bad. But I don't think I would do. Not unless I got kicked out of here and then I had to live in the wild. Then I'd have to do everything, then, wouldn't I? Yeah, sometimes we get an owl. I've had an owl over here sometimes, on the odd occasion. At the bushcraft, I've heard owls and woodpeckers hammering on the bloody tree. That was annoying. There we go. The video I watched earlier before I done the stream, they said that if you eat too much rabbit, you could starve yourself to death. So don't eat too much rabbit. Cool. How can you starve yourself to death if you're eating meat? But yeah, apparently these 2 guys who go out camping said on their stream, if you eat too much rabbit, you could starve yourself to death because it does something to your ingestion or something. Eating your 1 or 2, every couple of days ain't so bad, but don't eat like 3-4 rabbits a day or something, you know, so it can kill you. We had rabbits when I was young as well. We had rabbits. This is like, you know, when I was in my early teens, when we used to live in Bexley in Kent, Jordan's Wood. We had rabbits, we had cat, we had 2 cats, we had a dog called Anna, and my dad used to breed budgies and lovebirds. He had cockatiels as well, I think. He even built his own like bird aviary out in the garden, which was quite good. The other wire meshing. So you go through a door, and then you had like a little kind of space where we had all the bird seed and everything. Yeah, then you'd have to make sure that door's closed before you go into the other door, so you could actually feed the birds. It was more like what I called budgie guards. They used to breed quite a lot of. Hello, Taz. Yeah, Mixu Matter is so whatever it's fucking called. Too much that can make you die, apparently, or something. I think, like, you know, going out hunting animals, like, you know, cruel anyway. Especially, like, you know, with, you know, fox hunting, you know, for sport. You know, any kind of hunting for sport is wrong. Unless you are, you know that, you know, once it's been killed, you're gonna, you know, have the meat to eat. You know, stick the deer's head, you know, on a plaque. You know, as long as it ain't going to go to waste. I know it's like, you know, with some people that go out hunting, shoot it and leave it and let the wild animals eat it. There's been so many, like, you know, like creatures that have been near extinction, where, you know, they got overhunted in the UK, and not just the UK, other countries. Just think about the old buffalo in America. They nearly got run out to extinction, didn't they? Even a deer over here nearly got run out to extinction. Certain deer. With mice and rats. Give a shit about those. They're always coming over anyway. You know, they find ways on boats and ships and trucks, and they get brought over. The only animal I've ever killed, or only creatures I've killed, is mice. Because we always got infested with mice when I was with my ex-wife over at Collier's Wood. In one day, I must have killed about 6 mice. Then the next day, another 3 or 4, because we had so many. And, you know, with mice, they breed and breed and breed. They breed, have a litter, which takes 6 weeks. Then once that, like, little new lot's got 6 weeks old, they can breed. You know, it's constant. Badgers, I'm not sure about badgers. Oh, I know in the wilderness, when they hunt, you know, certain people use everything. They use the gut to dry that out to make, you know, bowstrings. They use the bones for tools. other kind of stuff. They use the fat for fuel. The heart and lungs and liver they eat. The eyeballs, I think they might eat the eyeballs. I don't know, it might be a delicacy to some people. Yeah. I wouldn't hunt an animal just for the sake of it. If I was out and I got lost and I had no signal and, I couldn't find a way out and I got stuck in the forest for days and days and I knew I would have to hunt something to survive on something, then yeah, I'd have to do it. I'd probably feel like guilty of doing it, but you'd have to do it to survive, wouldn't you? Hello, Muriel. I'm just about going to shoot off, girl. Why is it everyone starts coming on when I'm going off? Use the brains to tan the hide. Ugh. Yeah, I couldn't eat anything raw. I've got to have my meat cooked. I don't eat like sushi, raw fish. I wouldn't eat any raw fish. Prawns, shrimp, crayfish, lobster, any fish. It's got to be cooked. I've got to go and do some shopping tomorrow, actually. The last bit of cat litter that I was going to use tonight somehow got damp, didn't it? I think I had a bottle of drink in one of my backpacks and it sprung a leak and leaked on the floor, which I didn't know about. And it got to the cat litter bag and made that all wet and soggy. So the cat's like using the last little bit of cat litter, partly dry and partly damp. So I've got to go and get some cat litter tomorrow, which is going to be a pain in the ass because it's quite heavy. I'll catch you later, Angela. I'm going to go in a minute anyway. So I'm going to take my shopping trolley, go and get a cat litter, and I might even get some fish because I've not had fish for a long time. I was going to get some herb garlic chicken breasts the other day when I did shopping, but I couldn't find any, and that was quite nice as well. But I've not cooked, fried, or baked fish for ages, so I was thinking about getting some fish. That for supper one night. No, all I had today was like 6 rashers of bacon and 4 eggs fried. Tomorrow, I won't go for tomorrow because I want to keep the bacon. I've got a packet of bacon and 4 eggs, I think, left. I want to take those with me on bushcraft on Tuesday. I've got belly pork, which I want to cut up and marinate, and that's going to go with me to the bushcraft as well. And I'll have that probably Tuesday night or Wednesday before I come home. So I don't know, I might have the pork during the daytime Tuesday, barbecue that, and then I've got 10 sausages up there. I can stick some of them on fire, cook them up in the evening if I get hungry. And then Wednesday morning, fry up the old bacon and eggs. And when I get home Wednesday night, I'll grab a burger from the burger shop. Catch you later, Mulberry. Right, anyway, I'm going to shut off, guys. I'm going to see if I can find something to watch before I go to bed. My camera in the living room's moved. It's probably where I threw some boxes over the back, which moved the camera. I'm trying to do a little bit of sort out in the living room today as well. Trying to find some of my old camping stuff. Couldn't find half of it, but not to worry. But I'll probably buy that tent on Amazon next week. Get that ready for when I go out and do some nature walking or camping up. I might go over Clapham Common, camp over there at night, see who's over there fishing. And just like, not fish, but just camp out overnight. Right, anyway, good night everyone. Cheers for coming in. Cheers for that donation, Dave. Appreciate that. Don't forget, guys, if you want to make a donation, you can do that through Super Chat or PayPal. But also, if you go to my main channel now and click on any video, you will see the thanks button right here. And you can say thank you for the stream. For any stream, any video you watch of mine, you can say thank you if you wish to. It's a bit like a super chat in one way, but it's not. It is and it isn't. It's a donation saying thank you for the video if you missed the video and you have to watch it after the video has been uploaded. You see what I mean? Well, anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to see if there's any more wildlife camping, bushcrafting videos I can watch before I go to bed. I don't know if I'll be doing a stream tomorrow. I'm going to probably need to go to bed early tomorrow night because I'm planning to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning, and set off and get the first bus at 5:30 and have a long day sorting that bloody shelter out, doing some repair jobs and whatnot. So it's going to be a hell of a long day Tuesday. A creepy, scary ass night Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, if I've not already left and come home early, which I hope not to do, Wednesday I'm going to be doing some more work on the camp. So there will be videos up, but the videos won't be up until like Thursday, I don't think. But we'll see. All right, catch you all later. Have a good week. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.